This is 5 on your side at noon. Focused on you.
A trail of damage after a day of powerful storms. Residents throughout eastern Missouri picking up the debris and cleaning up. Thanks for being here at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. We were on the air all afternoon yesterday as those storms moved through. Right now, survey teams with the National Weather Service have confirmed a tornado touched down in Iron County. We are still waiting for details, including how strong it may have been. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer has been in Iron County all morning long. She has the latest from the town of Annapolis.
Here in Annapolis, there is major storm damage, including to homes, cars, and this school here. This is the South Iron R1 school district and has the brunt of the damage. The city's mayor and emergency management director tells us he estimates at least 10 homes have damage, 3 cars, and at least 6 miles long of damage. But the good news is no injuries have been reported from officials. Thursday, hundreds are without power across southeastern Missouri, including bordering counties in Washington, St. Francis, Jefferson, and Crawford. As time passes in Annapolis, a city of less than 400 people, neighbors are helping neighbors clean up uprooted trees and debris. Plus, state and local weather survey crews are assessing the damage as the daylight shines on. Inside the hardest place hit in the town, 2 custodians were inside while the storm ripped parts of the school's roof off and entire walls from the building.
We had seconds to react. All I could do was run. I was running through the hallway, yelling at the other custodian on the other side, to take cover, and I hid in the bathroom. You could just hear stuff flying all over the place. It was pretty bad.
The school superintendent says she's already making calls to the insurance company and hopes the school can be repaired by next fall. She says if not, other schools in neighboring communities have already volunteered to teach South Iron students. Reporting in Iron County, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Now, about an hour-and-a-half drive north of Annapolis, the community of Sullivan is picking up the pieces after being slammed by severe weather for 2 days in a row. Yesterday's storm pounded the area, causing floods on Highway 185 in 2 places. It also downed trees in some areas. Tuesday, an EF1 tornado touched down, heavily damaging one more pub and grub. And this is the scene in Jefferson County. So much rain fell in such a short time, water crept into homes. High winds also toppled trees. The hardest hit areas, Hillsboro, Olympian Village, and Festus. And check this out. It's one of the many tornadoes that touched down in other parts of the country. Yesterday's severe weather left 3 people dead in Tennessee and North Carolina. This footage caught in Spring Hill. It's about 30 miles south of Nashville. More than 250,000 homes are still without power in several other states. NBC's Priya Sidhar has more from Tennessee.
Overnight in the Midwest and South, another round of destructive weather. In Columbia, Tennessee, tornadoes reducing homes to rubble.
This is a catastrophic tornado. It is one of the more severe storms we've probably seen in the last 5 to 10 years.
A huge swath of forest leveled, with trees snapped like matchsticks. Lives uprooted in Maury County, Tennessee.
I started seeing the clouds, and that's when I heard the roar, and that's when I hollered at everybody to get in the closet, and then the next thing we knew, we heard just seen sky. My house is gone. It's just gone. I lost 2 dogs, and we're still looking for my mom and my aunt.
More than 80 twisters across 17 states over the last 3 days. The storms bringing chaos across the South, intense rain and flooding. Entire cities without power, cars crushed by reported tornadoes. Large hail, heavy rains, and high winds turning deadly in Lone Mountain, Tennessee, where a tree fell on a car, killing a 22-year-old man. In Portage, Michigan, a massive cleanup effort now underway in neighborhoods shredded by a massive tornado. This house flipped completely upside down with a couple in their 60s inside. The state's governor declaring a state of emergency in 4 counties.
The devastation's real. There are a lot of displaced families.
Those storms continue a string of days that have seen torrential rain and tornadoes from the plains to the Midwest, and today the Southeast. At least 4 people have died since Monday. Weather conditions much different here today. Let's take a live look at conditions at the farmers market in Kirkwood. The sun is shining bright. Meteorologist Gary Frank here with a much cooler and drier forecast and details about that tornado that hit Iron County. Gary.
Yeah, good afternoon. It is much better outside. Quiet conditions await us for the next few days. And as National Weather Service survey teams continue to look at this thing, I want to show you exactly how far south this is in our viewing area, but I want to show you specifics here on some of the survey points. And what they do is they go and look at damage. And those are the little plot points on north side of Annapolis across Highway 49, Spring Street, Leonard Huff Road, Highway C. You'll see all those areas of damage. And what they've determined as they complete their full report, and we'll get it a little bit later on, is 110 mile an hour max winds. That's an EF1 tornado. So that's one of the couple of areas that they're going to continue to survey throughout the rest of the afternoon and bring us updates, and we'll share those updates with you as well. Clear as can be, a few clouds. It is quieter, but it's a little breezy. As you'll see, most of that cloud cover is on the Metro East and continue to move out pretty quickly. Down Market Street, temps have warmed up nicely, and wind has settled down just a little bit at the moment, at least downtown, but it's still out of the northwest at 21 miles an hour, although that flag isn't flying at all. 75, a little drier air this evening, temps in the 60s. We'll talk about what's to come as we head into this long weekend and talk about our next rain chance as well.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Gary. A scary situation for an off-duty police officer overnight. Police say a St. Louis officer was driving on Interstate 70 near Lucas and Hunt when someone crashed into his car and shot at him during a road rage incident. The officer returned fire. No one was hit. The case is being investigated as an incident between 2 civilians because the officer was off duty at the time. A 2-year-old child sitting in the backseat of a car is safe today after someone stole that car. Police say the car was taken from a mobile gas station on Brentwood Boulevard early this morning. Officers found the child uninjured about 30 minutes later in Clayton and later found that car outside a motel in Peevely. The person who took the car is still missing. The child has been reunited with family. New at noon, Missouri Governor Mike Parson signs a bill that will kick Planned Parenthood out of the state's Medicaid program. Missouri Republicans have tried for years to block Medicaid funding from going to Planned Parenthood, but the efforts have been stopped by the courts. Abortions are not covered by Medicaid, and almost all abortions are illegal in Missouri. Planned Parenthood says the bill severely restricts patients' access to life-saving health care services. Keeping St. Louis streets safe, it's a major priority for the Urban League. This morning, the organization launched a new road safety campaign called Slow Down St. Louis. By showing these damaged cars, they hope to raise awareness about reckless driving and speeding. City and county police, along with the Missouri Highway Patrol, are joining that effort.
It will consist of a yard sign campaign. It will consist of billboards in our more challenged neighborhoods where speeding is an issue.
Earlier this week, a pedestrian died after being hit by a car on Chippewa in St. Louis. That driver left the scene. Today is Give STL Day. Donations are rolling into nonprofits all across St. Louis. 5 on Your Side's Travis Cummings tells us about one of the organizations benefiting from Give STL Day.
We've been here at Union Station in downtown St. Louis all morning long, where the St. Louis Community Foundation has been working to get the word out, talking to area nonprofits for Give STL Day. The giving started at midnight. For the last decade, Give STL Day has raised more than $30 million for area nonprofits. One group that's been taking part since the beginning is Room at the Inn in Bridgeton. The shelter is one of 3 in St. Louis County and serves homeless women and children. And right now, Room at the Inn hopes to renovate its building. If you'd like to give, just head on over to our homepage, ksdk.com, and we have a link to the givestlday.org. Reporting in downtown St. Louis, Travis Cummings, 5 on Your Side.
More than 1,000 organizations will receive donations all day long. Those donations are tax deductible. Again, the website where you can donate, givestlday.org. Still ahead, right now there is no Miss USA and there is no Miss Teen USA. The chaos happening at the pageants and why both stepped down. And the extremes Taylor Swift fans are willing to go to see that pop star live. Why it's more of an indictment of Ticketmaster.